if you're new here, my name is Addison and welcome to Leaping Lotus Tarot. I am doing a choose your own deck reading today. I've got 3 different decks. I will include in the description box a way to actually get all of these if you are interested. We have first the Tarot of the Divine. We also, actually, I probably should have started with the Oracle deck we'll be using, which is the Moonology. Got this one, and that'll set the tone kind of for each spread that we have here. Dreamy Moons Tarot. We also have the Runic Tarot, okay? And that's going in corresponding order. So group number 1 will be the Carnelian. It is the stone of energy, the stone of intention. It's a talisman and can absorb negative energy, enhance the wearer's magnetic atmosphere, helps make the spirit stable and able to implement the ideas that come through, strengthen ability to act, and to help have good cause. That's really interesting. So that's going to be group number 1. And again, group number 1 is going to be the Tarot of the Divine. All right, we'll see you there, guys. Hello guys, thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. This is group number 1. Let's get started. Actually, you know what? I lied. We're going to start with the Moonology deck here. Take a deep breath for me. Let's find out what messages we have for group 1. Let's get a Moonology card here. And then we'll dive into the tarot. Oh, we got these 2. I think these 2 want to come out. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. Ooh, very cool. This is a very cool energy we've got here. So you're moving into something at like a pretty good pace. That's pretty exciting. All right, let's see what the tarot has to kind of elaborate on this. Don't let the past hold you back. I wouldn't be surprised if we've got some maybe like 6 of Cups in reverse come out, or maybe some like 8 of Wands in the upright. Okay, well, we've got the Devil and the Hermit, Earth energy here, Virgo and Capricorn. Okay, let's get some clarity for that before I start making assumptions here. Tell me more about the Hermit first, please. Okay, this is clarity for the Hermit. 10 of Cups and Ace of Coins in reverse. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, then tell me about the Devil. There's kind of opposing like abundance cards with that Hermit clarification, so I'm really curious. 3 of Swords in reverse for the Devil. Okie dokie. And then let's go ahead and get one more clarification for the Devil, please. And then we'll try to piece this together. 9 of Cups in reverse. So your true happiness couldn't be found in a situation because it was breaking your heart, essentially. It wasn't your complete happiness. Not exactly sure why yet, but whatever it had to do with was addiction, toxicity. It could be like a person. It could be a mindset. We have the Hermit, so this is like going within, trying to like come to your own spiritual awakening about things. And the clarity for that is 10 of Cups, which is like super gorgeous and abundance. That's like happiness of a family and like having everything emotionally that you need like fulfilled. It's gorgeous. But then the Ace of Coins is in reverse, which is such a specific weird message, because if that were to be in the upright, that would like make total sense. I mean, it'd be earth energy and total financial abundance. It'd be happiness in the family and the emotions. It took a lot of sort of inner work to get there. All makes a lot of sense, you know, trying to release that heartbreak energy associated with toxic mindsets. So actually what I'm getting is that the toxic mindset or belief pattern might be around money. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's where we're going with this. Okay, so tell me about the Ace of Coins in reverse. And oh, okay. The Emperor. And not gonna lie, guys, it kind of came out in reverse. Okay, let's get another one then. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. So I'd said too that it could have been a person. Um, this could have been a situation where you might have invested a lot, even in a connection, and it didn't turn out so well. Maybe somebody lied to you. Yeah, that's kind of would make sense with that Three of Swords in reverse too. Tell me about the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Whoa. That's kind of crazy to get an Emperor and Empress in reverse. I haven't had that happen, like, if not ever, it's been a super long time. So that's kind of crazy. So basically what I'm getting, I don't think it was entirely this masculine's fault. You could have invested a lot in something that was not worth investing in, and you kind of knew it. Okay. You didn't listen to your intuition. You didn't follow your own highest true knowing, and you spent time and money on a connection that you knew wasn't going to work out, or that there was going to be heartbreak with it or something. This could be all past energy because of like that initial card we had talked about here, like don't let your past hold you back. Because we have 10 of Cups, so I feel like that's where things are heading. So tell me more about the 10 of Cups. 5 of Coins. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's still a little heavy right now. This could have been something that happened recently, the falling out with this person, or the realization that this person like isn't your forever person. But the energy is gaining momentum. So I feel like I kind of need to, okay, wow. Okay, talk about momentum here. We have the Sun. We have 9 of Coins now in reverse. Again, an alluding to the money being an issue. Knight of Cups in reverse. Judgment. Whoa. Okay. There could be another masculine energy. You're still healing from the rejection of the other situation, but you're fine though. The energy is good, gaining momentum, and you're releasing the past and the lessons that happened from that, and you're moving quickly into a new beginning with the Sun in Judgment. Like you're like having a like super quick sort of like awakening moment with this actually. Like you're not confused about where you're going with this. There could be somebody else, you know, with this Knight of Cups. Let's just get cleared in. What is the Knight of Cups in reverse? Is it a person? What is it? What does that embody? The Fool in reverse. Yeah, you may not emotionally be ready to move on to somebody else just yet. That might be kind of a little bit ahead of you right now. Why is the Nine of Coins in reverse? The Emperor upright. Okay, I need more. Tell me about the Emperor being in the upright now. Why is he in the upright now? He's in the upright because of 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, tell me about the Fool in reverse. The Empress upright. What the heck? I don't think I've ever had this happen. The Emperor and the Empress come out twice in a reading, but then going from the reverse to the upright position. So, okay, so I might have been totally wrong. I might have been totally wrong about my interpretation with like you releasing this person. You could just be, okay. If you're still with this person and you plan on staying with this person, this is basically kind of saying like you guys are rebirthing this relationship. So the old relationship, that version of it has died. That is over. I'm not even sure it's even worth mourning, but there's a new aspect of this that is totally worth it because of the Sun, because of Judgment. The fact these Emperor and these Empress is upright, releasing restriction. I'm still trying to understand. Okay, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to get one more Moonology card because I want a little bit of clarity around the energy of like why there's still a bit of like a holding back energy slightly to this. Like the skepticism around of, you know, maybe it's because you trusted so much, kind of like with this Judgment card, you trusted so much in that this was going to be a good and right connection. And then when things went sideways or when shit hit the fan, you were shown something different and you were really sad and like dealing with heartbreak over it. And now that there's like a rebirth almost in this connection, it feels like maybe there's a slight fear that like you're getting into that same like, I shouldn't be trusting this because of what happened before. Let me just get one more Moonology card, and let's just like take it in the direction of advice from Spirit, please. Okay, these three flew out aggressively. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I think this is a really important energy to embody and listen to right now because you've had so many beautiful cup cards come out, like the Ten of Cups, for example. And it just being beautiful water sign and emotional abundance. So keep in mind that like no matter what stage of a relationship you're in, what stage of healing you're in, you're safe. You're loved, you're safe, you're supported. So no matter what, things will work out with the person or not with the person as they're meant to. So surrender and trust to the process. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, I love this one. And there's this cool little balancing scales here. So this reminds me of either like a Libra energy or maybe even a Sagittarius temperance sort of energy. But a new romantic cycle begins. So when I had said this cycle starting over, I was almost about to say, well, we don't have the death card here, which really is like a rebirth and stuff like that, which the Fool can kind of be that way as well, like starting over, jumping into a new cycle. But we have like validation here now from the Moonology Oracle of a new romantic cycle begins. So again, this may not be a new person. This could be a new version of this relationship that is beginning anew, that is, yeah. And even like this purple imagery here with the energy is gaining momentum, it kind of feels like it's in tandem with that. Ooh, mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. Wow. So this feels like you're creating your life and your destiny like by the minute, by the second, by the day. Wow, this is kind of extremely powerful energy. I almost feel like I need to get like a final message from the tarot to end this on because this feels like you're an extremely powerful manifestor right now. I wouldn't be shocked if like the Magician, what is this? Judgment, beautiful. The Magician being like the powerful manifestation energy that's just exuding right now of like your ability to just create on a whim and be able to have whatever connection. Like, I don't know how to explain this energy I'm getting right now. I guess tell me more about Judgment and tell me like any final messages that I have not touched upon that would expand upon this idea of like how powerful you are in creating your future right now based upon what you're thinking about, based upon your intention, based upon what like your heart and soul really want. 8 of Cups, walking away from something, moving towards something else. Tell me more. 5 of Swords. There is the potential of leaving something behind here. Ace of Coins in the upright. Ooh, interesting. So one interpretation could be like if you do decide to move into something different, you could find that financial abundance that you've been lacking, is one perspective of this. What happens if you stay in this connection though and you rebuild it? King of Swords. There's going to be a lot more clarity and truth this time around. There's going to be a lot better just communication and honesty and intention. So there's something very beautiful still. And this is like the Phoenix sort of thing. So it's like being reborn out of the ashes. You could be dealing with this. Well, guys, I am so sorry, but my phone just cut out. It said iPhone storage max limit. So I had to go in and like delete a couple apps and delete some videos out of my deleted. But anywho, let's just get a couple final messages here to wrap up this reading. Oh my gosh, what the heck? We can't end it like that. Why the 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Page of Cups, clarity, please. I have a lot of page energy. 5 of Wands. The final advice, the final message for this reading is basically saying, don't let others and what they have to say influence your happiness. Take your own path. Go down where you need to. Whether people think you should stay with this person, leave this situation, however it pertains to you in this story, the message is like you find your happiness by like associating yourself with the people who believe in you, the people who trust your judgment. That's where you're going to find the most emotional fulfillment. And there may be kind of beginnings that do have to start over or refreshing of things or new perspectives on things. And that's totally healthy and normal. But really just trust yourself in this process. You've got this, you know what's right, and you're constantly manifesting it every step here. You are creating your life second by second. You can make a change like that and have a whole new life in a very short amount of time. So don't be discouraged. If you feel like you're choosing wrong, you can always reset your path and start choosing what you really want at any time. Really, at any time. I hope that resonated for you. Hit like and subscribe. Drop in the comments. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys maybe in either deck number 2 or deck number 3. And if not, if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Group number 2 is the Dreamy Moons Tarot here, and we have the blue agate, the stone of happiness and power here, this pretty little bracelet. It gives us the spirit of learning, enhances our intuition, helps us overcome fear of the unknown, suitable for students and people learning new things and entering new circles. So we'll see how that plays into this deck. Hello, group number 2. I have the Dreamy Moons Tarot today, and I also have the Moonology Oracle. So let's start with the Oracle. Take a deep breath for me if you would. And let's find some messages for group number 2 to start the tone for the reading. Please only take the messages that resonate for you. Leave a dozen for somebody else. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And look at this pretty little crystal that I used to clear the deck too. It like matches this. So this could be very, I'm actually not sure what this crystal is. So this color crystal could be vibing with you right now. So full moon in Aries, that's kind of cool because Aries season is actually coming pretty soon. So we might have some fire signs we're talking to. Is this hiding? Is there a card hiding? Oh, there's a card hiding. Okay, that's significant. That's not an accident. The card that was hiding was emotions are running high, supermoon. Okay, so this is saying pay attention to the things under the surface that you aren't realizing that are navigating your life. So if you're having a lot of fear around something, or if you're having judgment about something, or if you're even overly excited or emotional about something, whatever it is, it's kind of like I don't want to say like overstimulating your nervous system, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So a fiery climax approaches, emotions are running high. Something's building. So let's see what this is. What is building? This tarot deck is gorgeous. It's from Australia. It's called Dreamy Moons Tarot. So tell me what's building here. Like, what's this momentum? What's this excitement? What are we heading towards? What are the emotions building on? That's like, we have it flipped over. The Emperor in reverse. Okay. Tell me more, please. That actually came out in group number 1 as well. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Okay, actually the Emperor is Aries as well. So this might just be an Aries that you're dealing with. Hierophant, Taurus. Why do we have that out here? 7 of Crystals, 7 of Swords. Got a little lying and deceit energy. What's going on? What's going on with this? The Star, Aquarius energy. Okay, this is kind of weird. Fiery climax. Star. What does the star represent in this, please? 9 of Crystals. The Chariot in reverse. You might need to listen to the first deck's reading. Very similar. We also had Emperor in reverse come out. And we had actually Devil energy coming through before, and this is 7 of Crystals this time, so this is lying in deceit. So it's almost kind of like Devil energy in that sense. This is kind of saying like there might be some sort of betrayal energy that's hiding behind the scenes here. You could be married with this Hierophant card, and you might be going through potentially a divorce, or maybe you're deciding you don't want to ride with this person, you don't want to roll with this person. A lot of mental stuff going on, a lot of like mental space things. Tell me about the 9 of Crystals. What's going on in the head? What's going on? What's keeping you up late at night? What's going on? Page of Stars in reverse. Not a lot of clarity around the path you're heading. What is the Deceit card? What's the 7? Knight of Stars, Queen of Wands in reverse, King of Crystals upright, 9 of Cups upright, Page of, oh, this is from before Page of Swords in reverse. Nine of Crystals, Queen of Wands in reverse. You might be dealing with a few different type of people. This could be a work situation. Somebody just may not be coming at you right. It's weird that there's an Emperor in reverse and a Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. We just gotta get clarity. What is the King of Crystals trying to tell us? What is that King of Swords trying to tell us here? 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is your homie. And 9 of Cups with it. Okay, homies over here. People we like are over here. What is Knight of Stars? What is this? What is the Knight of Pentacles? What is that trying to tell us? Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is your path. This is you. This is where you want to go. This is who you need to avoid. I guess tell me about the star as well. Like, I need a little more on the star because that's really interesting here. You've got a group of people. Knight of Wands. This is kind of weird that what just came through. You might have somebody trying to steal your dream or like steal your job. Or like copy your passion, copy your idea, steal your idea. Something you're trying to create, somebody wants it for themselves. Ooh, I usually don't get this kind of energy. Oh, wow. Because we have some beauty over here. You've got people on your side, so I think you're good, but like, ooh, we've got some people who are trying to like take your ideas or like take, ooh, I don't like that. I always have such positive energy, like readings. And so when I like get people like this, I'm like kind of a little flabbergasted. I don't even know like really what to do with this. So I guess that's maybe what I need to ask then. It's like, what do we do with these people? Let's get advice from the King of Swords because he probably knows. He's an intellectual guy. What do we do with these people, King of Swords? What do we do about these people? Queen of Swords. We team up, is what he says. We team up and we embody our intelligence, our rationality, our common sense, our logic, our communication. We dial it in. We get super clear on what our happiness is. I mean, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay, hold on. I need him to tell me one more thing. Tell me one more thing, King of Crystals, since you know all. Tell me one more thing. What do we need to do about these people? 4 of Stars. Yeah, so this is like hold it close to your chest. If you've got information, keep it to yourself. You don't need to share all the details with these people. You may not even realize that they don't have your best intentions in mind, but this is very much like hold it close to your chest until you're ready to like release the news or till like there's no way that they could fully steal your idea. Like they can copy your idea, but it's not going to be an exact replica because you have not given them all the details. So don't give them all the details is kind of what that's what the King of Crystals advice is. But let's keep in mind this Queen of Crystals, she's still very powerful. And I set the 10 of Cups next to her and he has the 9 of Cups here. So I feel like, and she's got this Queen of Cups energy. So I feel like we should end this message with a nice little piece of advice from our Queen of Swords, who I guess might be you in this sense, your higher self. What does the Queen of Crystals, what's her advice about dealing with these people or these people trying to take ideas or I don't know. What's your advice, Queen of Crystals? Ooh, this is such a pretty card. And this doesn't really exist in other decks. This is a mirror. It says the self. This is a call to look at yourself. See the reflection of what others are doing. People are your mirror. People you don't like are triggering to you because there's an aspect of them that you see in yourself that maybe you don't like. We're all here to trigger and learn from each other. So this is basically saying the advice is to take a deep look at yourself. Not that there's anything like wrong per se, but it's like about getting really real with yourself. And I think if you're able to see like the flaws even in yourself, you can have compassion for other people who are either going through something similar or even if they're completely different from you and they're nothing like you. This is still like a way for you to look at yourself in the mirror, see your own flaws, and realize that everyone has that issue as well. Everyone has flaws. Everyone needs to look at themselves and to be a better light in this world, needs to be a better vessel for love and sharing and spreading that love with the world. It's a very important information that everyone needs in order to be able to survive in this high density place. So I think that's all this is really saying. Her advice is compassion. It's have compassion, look at yourself and realize that you see yourself in everyone else. Everyone is a reflection of you. You are divine. God, they are divine. Every single one of us has divine light in us, and we are creators and we're manifestors. And so if we remind ourselves of that and we believe in that, nothing can keep us from our happiness because we know the truth. The truth is that we are all one. I hope that was helpful for you. Hit like and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. Drop in the comments, and we will see you next time. Group number 3, we have Jade. So this beautiful bracelet here represents peace and purity. Has long been used to purify the body as a healing tool, calms manic moods, and releases stress. You may feel more calm and pure. And group number 3 is the Runic Tarot. Okay. Hello, welcome to group number 3. I have the Runic Tarot here. I guess I'll also clear this Moonology deck and we can get a message to start. We had this one before. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, and a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Okay, emotions kind of running high again. Okay, let me just grab one more. Oh, beautiful. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Beautiful. Okay, so there's been themes through all of these. You know, honestly, I encourage you to listen to all 3 of these, all 3 card readings, because I've tried to clear the energy and breathe in between each one. I've started new decks other than the Moonology, but every tarot deck's been different, and I've been getting they're slightly different, but like there's a common theme of like, I think we're talking to Aries, I think we're talking to Virgo, I think we're talking to Sag, I think we're talking to Libra, I think we're talking to Cancer. Okay. You are good enough. Personal issues. Okay. Let's see. What do we need to know? This is the Runic Tarot, so let's find out what this deck wants to tell us today. Judgment. Oop, that came out before as well. Hierophant also came out as well. 2 powerful major arcana cards here. Speaking to like, I mean, look at the imagery on this beautiful Hierophant card. This is like traditions, marriage, values, religion, doesn't, you know, but this is like, I mean, look at how spiritual this guy is. Sorry, I'm trying to get on my ring light there. And then judgment, like the angels here. This is I've just heard call to action. This is a call to action. This is a come to Jesus moment. I guess tell me more about the personal issue. I guess this is Ace of Pentacles. Could be finance. That was an issue in another reading. Judgment. Tell me about judgment here. Ooh. More heartbreak energy. Okay. What's this heartbreak energy? I mean, especially because we have new romantic cycle. Why is there new romantic cycle, but then also heartbreak going on? Page of Swords, King of Swords. There might be somebody that you're interested in that you don't feel like is reciprocating you, or you feel like you're at like a lower level than them somehow, like you're coming through as this Page of Swords and like you view them as this King of Swords, so you view them as like more mature than you, or more evolved, or like maybe more financially stable, or just a better communicator, or I don't know, but like I think you view yourself pretty well as far as like communication and stuff like that and clarity, but like you're just not, you don't view yourself enough like at this king's level. Maybe. Okay. So is this the romantic cycle? Is this Page of Swords, King of Swords situation? Is this the romantic cycle that's like trying to be reborn here? I just dropped a bunch of cards. 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords. By not listening to your true heart's desire, you are at risk of breaking your own heart. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Don't be stingy with your love. Don't be stingy with your time. Don't be stingy with your resources. Invest in the people that emotionally fulfill you. Surround yourself at the table with people who emotionally give to you. Okay, don't break your own heart. Two of Pentacles in reverse. There's definitely a decision with like the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. There's like a decision for sure about like, do you have the strength to pursue the connection? Do you have the strength to pursue your truest desire? Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow. This is a really good transition here for like you viewing yourself as like this Page of Swords energy to like a Queen of Wands. Yeah. I love this. I love this. Like that's your true self. That's like your emotional fulfillment. This is gorgeous. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. I love where this is going. The Emperor in reverse. Okay, I have never, every single reading, I think all three of them, had the Emperor in reverse come out. That is crazy. Why is the Emperor out in reverse in this reading? The Moon. Oh my goodness. Seven of Pentacles. You might be trying to grow something with the wrong person. You may have put this King of Swords on a pedestal, but you need to listen to your intuition here and grow with somebody that is actually, because he might be the King of Swords upright, but he's the Emperor in reverse. I think you put somebody on a pedestal here. What's the new, again, so a personal issue. Maybe that is your personal issue, is like putting somebody on a pedestal. You are good enough. You don't need to put someone on a pedestal. You are good enough. You're the Queen of Wands, or at least you're gonna be. Okay, gorgeous. Tell me about the new romantic cycle now. I'll put that over here. Tell me about the new romantic cycle. Ace of Wands in reverse. That's weird. Four of Wands. Oh, we got this redhead. This, you know, that's kind of what this Queen of Wands is. So why the heck would the Ace of Wands be in reverse? What is going on? Why would the Ace of Wands be in reverse? That seems silly. Why would the Ace of Wands be in reverse? Because of the Eight of Swords. These didn't come out, so I'm not going to use them. Part of me wants to say that, like, hold on. I don't want to. Let me get one more clarity card for that Ace of Wands in reverse, and then I'll say what I'm thinking. This is Seven of Wands. Okay. I'm not sure that really helped me. The conflict within yourself is sort of that you're feeling unworthy for this other masculine. And you're starting to gain your own confidence. You're following your intuition. You're growing with somebody that you feel like is more for you, for Wands here. But the Ace of Wands came out in reverse. I'm like, that's weird. You'd think it'd be in the upright, right? New passion, you know, all that stuff, all the fire energy. But we have the Eight of Swords, which is like restricted, stuck, blindfolded. You can't move. You're at an impasse. Why would that be? Well, we have the Seven of Wands, which is like conflict, people coming at you almost. Do you feel like other people are holding you back from moving into a Four of Wands connection with somebody that's better suited for you, that you're not putting on a pedestal? Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups in reverse. I do feel like your emotional truth and even financial abundance and could come from you trusting your intuition with the moon to go with this Four of Wands person. I feel like I need to ask more about the Four of Wands person. Tell me who that masculine is. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Five of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Fool. Lots of water energy here. Lots of water energy. Empress in reverse. Okay. 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 You know what? I'm going to shuffle this all back in. And I'm going to clear the deck and take a deep breath and reset because you know what? This, I'm telling you, you just need to listen to all three of these because they are so intertwined. And I have tried to really change up the readings and like, oh my gosh, it's just all one message. So I guess that's just the message that really needs to be coming out. I've never had the Emperor and the Empress come out in reverse so much in readings. And these, like I said, are different decks. What is a message, please, Spirit, that is very clear and very concise and very helpful to whoever is listening to this message, to give them the best advice to end and summarize all of these three readings, especially this reading, but all three it's seeming like. What do we need here? Take a deep breath for me, if you would, as well, listener. What do we need to know? Very clear, please, Spirit. Okay. Queen of Swords. Three of Cups. Collaboration. Sticking true to your, like, getting very clear and decisive about where you're going with things. If you have a belief system that's serving you, stick with it. If you have a belief system that's not serving you, drop it. Collaborate with the people who not just think similarly, but have similar goals, are moving in the same path and lifestyle that you are. Not everyone's going to agree with you. Put that aside. Those people don't really matter right now, even if they're family or loved ones or whatever. This I'm being so clear and concise right now because this Queen of Swords has been coming through, and you might be a Libra listening, and you need clear directive. The Fool is in reverse because this is like water energy. This is Pisces. This is like jumping off a cliff, diving into new things. I feel like you're very rational and need like to not just be jumping off of cliffs, right? You need some planning. This is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Again, with like the directionality and being very clear and intentional with where you're going, you're not jumping on the bandwagon to be saddled with burdens and guilt and weight and tiredness and not making enough money. That's not what you're wanting to head down. And also, you don't want to be with people who aren't outwardly expressing their love and appreciation for you. So, what you need is to take some time, contemplate with the Four of Cups, really absorb it all in, really be with yourself. I'm going to actually take one more Moonology card out of here as well. Final message. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. That's another person that I've been speaking to a lot in these several readings is Sag. So yeah, luck is on your side. You've got this. Trust always. Always trust. Point your arrow towards your deepest desires. Don't be afraid of the darkness. Don't be afraid of the void. Don't be afraid of the moments where the answers don't seem clear because you're just trusting and nothing is really like making sense. But that's part of the beauty of it, is it doesn't always have to make sense, and you just have to trust in the divine timing of everything and it will all work out. Hopefully you got something from that. I know this last one was a little back and forth, but I still think that there's probably something in there that was meant for somebody. So, or else it wouldn't have been recorded, right? Readings are timeless. So even when I post this, even if it's not relevant to somebody right now, it might be 5 years from now. Who knows? All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. And as always, we will see you next time.